Hey guys, it's Neil here, and before we really dive into the content side of things and really answering your questions, I just wanted to say a big massive thank you to all of you guys that sent me private messages, that sent me questions, asking for help, and because that's what this is really all about at the end of the day. It's helping you guys overcoming the objections that may stand up, the things that you believe are truly holding you back from having the self-confidence to do what you want to do, having the self-belief to be the person that you really want to be and living the life that you really want to live. So just keep sending them through, guys, keep sending questions through, and I'll get through them all. I promise you, I'll do a video for every single one of them. You'll be sick of my face by the end of it. But like I said, it's all about helping you guys. So one of the main questions that kept popping up yesterday was how to actually maintain the results after you've achieved them and maintain them for a significant amount of time in the rest of your life. And that's a big problem that I see with 95% of the people that come and see me for help, is that they've tried fad diet after fad exercise regime, after dodgy diet pill, and they've lost weight, and they've lost weight fast, but as soon as they've stopped, the weight's just come piling back on again. And it's not just come piling back on to the way they were before, it's come on even more, and they're in an even worse position than they are before. And that's not what this is all about. That's not what we're all about. It's about making that maintainable, sustainable lifetime change, building those new habits into your life to make sure that moving forward is almost effortless. And that should always be the aim when you're looking to lose weight and you're looking to change your life. It shouldn't be a short-term, immediate result. Not saying we don't get those, we get fantastic short-term, immediate results, but it should be a lifestyle change. The first thing that I really want to go through, and the first thing that I want to cover with you guys is fad diets. Okay, I mean, the average person that's come to me has tried 7 different diet or exercise regimes, and none of them will work, and that leaves you in a big depressive cycle. It leaves you feeling like a failure. Imagine failing at something 7 times and getting more depressed about it, getting more upset, just feeling like you are the one person that can't be changed. And that's not true. You can be changed. You're just trying the wrong things. So things like very low calorie diets, shake plans, diet pills, none of those stuff, guys, are long-term changes. A long-term change is a lifestyle change. It's building new habits in, it's building a new routine in, so that it almost becomes effortless, and that's what you don't get from those fad diets. So first point is take them completely out. Go and invest in a personal trainer, fill in a strategy form to work with us, go to a nutritionist, get a decent nutrition plan. Whatever it is, guys, go and find the best way. That's the best route, a sensible, healthy, maintainable lifestyle change. That's what we're really aiming for. Okay, but the real reason that people that even do go through those healthy lifestyle changes and they do lose weight the right way, but they still struggle to keep the weight off and maintain it, and something that I see very often, and that we have to really battle hard to overcome with all of our clients, is people who say they started off at, for numbers' sake, let's just say 20 stone, and they wanted to get to 10 stone. That's obviously a very exaggerated case, but just to make the numbers nice and easy. So they started off at 20 stone, they might get down to 12 stone, and great, they're feeling fantastic, they're feeling really good, they're feeling more confident, they have more energy, they're doing things that they never thought possible, and they're pushing their life to new boundaries, but they're still not at their goal, but they're comfortable. And from going from 20 stone to 12 stone was easy because they were uncomfortable, they had that driver, they had that motivation to get out of that horrible position that they're in. And now they're 12 stone, they're not particularly happy, but they're not particularly unhappy. And they've lost that driver, they've lost that motivation, they've lost that juice, that thing that was pushing them to stick on a structured diet plan and to turn up to sessions and to give it 100%. And I see that day in, day out, and it's a real thing that we've got to overcome. Your goals aren't hit until they are hit. Okay, so whether that's you need to set aside a period of time to get to those results. Getting a result is almost aimless. Okay, if you say, okay, I want to lose 3 stone, great. What's that going to achieve? You have to set a time. You have to set a target. And that's something that we do with every single person that comes in here. We actually guarantee these results now. we're in a transformation session, we'll sit them down and we'll say, okay, in 12 weeks time, from 12 weeks from this date, you will have achieved this result. And since we started implementing that, the results have gone through the roof. You've got to have a set objective that you need to achieve in a set time. First thing that we've got to do. Next thing that we've got to do to really take over that lifestyle changes, I touched on it briefly in my previous video, is building those new habits and that new routine into your life. Because if you look at your life right now, it is just a big bunch of habits. Going to the petrol station, filling up your car with petrol, and you're going to grab a chocolate bar and a can of Coke. You're waking up in the morning and you're hitting the snooze alarm instead of getting up and going for a run, or getting up and going to the gym. You've got out of the routine of preparing food, and lunchtime comes, you're in a rush, your boss is shouting at you, you've got a load of work to get done, so you think, right, okay, I'll just quickly run down to the nearest supermarket and grab a sandwich, or I just won't eat at all. And they're the habits that you're in, and they're the habits that we've really got to get you out of if you want that long-term sustainable change in your life. So we need to have that structure in place to make those lifetime changes happen. And there's no way that we can get rid of old habits. We've just got to reinforce them with new habits. And that's why we say you've got to take a structure, a set time, 3 months. Great time period, a great period to get you fantastic results. It's a great time period to teach you everything that you need to know and build in those routines and those habits into your life so they're going to last you for a long period of time. So you've got to set 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 3 months at the bare minimum to dedicate to really building these new habits into your life and making it almost effortless by the time that those 3 months are up, so that you've got those, you're in the habit now of instead of waking up in the morning and pressing snooze your alarm, you're waking up in the morning, you're jumping out of bed because you've got so much energy, because you're more alive, you've lost a load of weight, you're eating healthier, you're exercising, so you jump up out of bed and you head off down to the gym, or you head off on the run. You're preparing, you're in the habit of preparing your meals the night before, okay, and taking it to work so that you're never caught off guard, and you're never stuck without something to really do. But once you're in those habits, it's very easy to slip back into old habits, and that's what we see happen all the time with new people that come to us for help, is that they have slipped back into the old habits. And the way that you've really got to overcome that is having some form of accountability. Maybe it's a buddy that is going to force you to come and train. Maybe it's a personal trainer that you have to book in a session with, and you have to turn up to the session because they're there waiting for you. Whatever it is, I mean, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I mean, I focus too much time on building the business and helping as many people as we could, and my training slipped. So what I had to do was I had to actually speak to one of my clients and said, look, I'm going to bump you up and train you one-to-one for completely free, no extra cost, just purely so I had a meeting, so I had to get up with him, and I had to get up and I had to go and train with him. That is what you need. You need some sort of accountability, someone to hold you accountable, some sort of peer group that is not going to take any bullshit, and they're going to pull you out when you're wrong. That's what you need to incorporate. Accountability is key, and consistency is key. Okay, so moving forward, quick recap over those 3 steps. Number 1, ditch the fad diets, do something proper, maintainable, healthy, sustainable lifestyle. Go to a nutritionist, go to a personal trainer, or fill in a strategy form to work with us. Number 2, what was number 2? It was having a structured diet in place. Okay, really building out these new habits, setting a time period of 3 months to build out these new habits, 3 months that you're going to commit to achieving these results. And number 3, get an accountability buddy, get a training partner, join a group training session, join a community of like-minded, highly dedicated, highly committed individuals like we have here. That's what is going to make the difference between not achieving your goals and achieving more than you ever thought possible. So go out, do those things, implement those 3 things, start changing your life again right away. That's 6 things over the last couple of days that you can go out and you can implement immediately to start making a change in your life. Again, guys, keep sending questions through. If you're struggling with anything, you need any help, just put me a private message and I'll help in as much detail and give you as much content as possible to help you out. So from Bali here, on the head off down to the beach now and do some more work by Echo Beach. Absolutely fantastic place, love it here. And have a great day, have a great week, start changing your life, guys.